Yo, what's going on? Saladid here, Saladid, and I am back yet again with another guide. We're gonna do like a new player guide here. I'm not gonna be able to show you all of the quests, however, because I have completed them. This is actually just sort of a quick run through, if you will, just letting you know how the game starts. And I know a lot of people that want to group immediately, and I've heard, players are strewn like all over the place, and they're wondering why they, hey, they start on the same server, but they didn't start in the same place. So I'm going to try to clear that up for all the new players, and group play and what you should do and what you should definitely not do. All right, here we go. So you're basically going to start on a coastline, right? I'm going to open up the map here. I feel like you start down by the water and you have to walk up to this guy, who's going to have a quest marker on him. The game is actually very nice with its mapping and showing you quest markers in places where you need to go, putting your own marker on the map wherever you need it to be, but you will definitely see a very specific quest marker. So all of the starting zones sort of have this build to them where you're going to see a watery coastline, lots of downed ships, one of these towers. So we have the Windsward Watchtower as a symbol. So you could start here. I want to say there's one down here that you could start at, and I believe there's like one over here that you can start at. So very similar, again, like a coastline with a lot of broken, shipwrecked, shipwrecks everywhere, and a bunch of newbie players. And so you will talk to this guy, and he'll tell you some things to do. As you can see, you have a bunch of new players here learning how to craft at the campsite. It's basically going to go through all of the basics. How to use the map, how to use a campsite, how to equip weapons, open up the boxes that I believe he gives you after a certain number of quests. You're basically going to kill mobs around the area. You're going to have basically chests like this that highlight that you will have to loot. Things to note: if you all hit something, you all get credit for it. You don't have to get 51% damage. You can just tag it and then run and move on. If loot does drop, you have your own specific loot. You don't have to fight over loot. If one of these chests all of a sudden, as you can see, has sparkly bits, which means I can actually loot it, it is specifically your loot. Like if, somebody else runs in and they're looting it and you're like, oh man, he got it. No, you can loot it as well. Everybody gets their own, so you don't have to like wait in line, which is really nice. So let me just like tag a guy here, just to, I don't know, let's see if there's anybody around fighting. So this guy's fighting. It looks like this guy aggroed him. I can hit this mob. He doesn't even want to fight it, but I could hit that mob, and that's all I had to do. And basically I would get credit for that if I had a kill quest. If it drops anything and he loots it, there will also still be a bag on the ground that I can loot. So you don't have to worry about loot fighting, crate fighting, waiting in line, anything like that. Somebody getting, 51% of the damage, so you're never going to get credit for it. That's why it is kind of nice to make a character that has some sort of ranged ability just to tag stuff, especially in a very packed starting area. Just tag a mob, and move on, and you will get the kill count. So after you're done with all of that gentleman's quests there, and he tells you to go here, do that, find this, pick up that, he will then give you a quest to basically go to the nearest settlement, outpost, fort, whatever you want to call it, town, city, basically this. Here it's called a settlement. So we'll go there. Somebody's talking. Somebody realizes that there's actual voice in the game, which is kind of cool. Um, so we're going to start moving that way. Now, as you can see, I'm using the life staff for the dash ability because it is the quickest way to travel in the game. I mean, you can, again, later in the game, you can actually like save recall spots, and I believe you can recall once an hour. But if you're running around and you want to just travel as fast as possible, life staff is the way to go. I have a video specifically on that I uploaded 15 minutes ago. I don't even know. Check it out in my YouTube channel, Saladid. But all right, we're gonna run to town here. When you get to town, I believe he tells you to talk to like almost like the governor or whoever the main character is of the town. If I can find my way in. All right, so we made it here. So in the town, we will find the main guy. Again, none of these quests are highlighted for me because I have completed them all, but the reason I am taking you through this is that there's actually a very important end bit to all the beginning quests. And I will get to that in a minute. Let's see, I believe the guy, he's usually around like the trading posts and stuff. I'm actually not familiar with this town. Uh-oh. Now I'm kind of worried. Aha, here he is. All right, magistrate. So I believe this is going to be the character that they bring you to. I'm not 100% on this, so you can all write it in the comments about how Saladin's totally wrong and blah, 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 blah. But in any event, I believe he takes you to this guy, and this guy's going to tell you, all right, now go talk to these other guys. And it's either going to be you're going to talk to somebody else in the town, and he's going to show you how to do. I believe like the first quest is like talking about the trading post and how to do the trading post. Here's the trader guy here. Here is the trading post, which works just like an auction house. It is a little confusing. Maybe I'll actually make a video on that next. But, you know, you'll talk to him, then I believe you go back to the magistrate, then he'll send you around to talk to other guys. I'm going to skip ahead a couple of stages here. You're going to go to, like, the town hall. They're going to show you about the war board and the, what is it, projects board, I believe, right? Is that what it's called? Town project board, yes. So you'll see both the boards. Talk about that. You'll go back to the guy again. You know, all's good and dandy. You're understanding the town. You're understanding the dynamics. You're going through all those beginning quests. And then you're going to do this. And here's the important part. So there are 3 factions, right? And we have one here. They all will highlight. Let me take my marker off so it doesn't confuse you. So you have the Marauders here. You have the Covenant here. And you have the Syndicate, all right? So there are 3 main factions to the game. You will join one if you want to do the PvP, the whole territory control. Basically, what the game sort of, you know, stated it wanted to do was a territory control MMO PvP sort of war game. Opt in, opt out now. Long story. Ask me in stream about that. But in any event, you can opt in, opt out of this PvP territory control system, but you have to join one of the 3 factions to do so. Here is the thing, you know, big warning, red light. If you want to group with your friends and your buddies, not only do you have to be on the same server, you have to be in the same faction. All right, if you're not in the same faction, you will be warring one another, and I don't believe there's a way to back out of the faction yet. At least there was not in alpha. I don't know if there's a way in this preview to do it. I kind of believe there isn't, and it's only like 7 or 10 days long, so I don't think they have it put in at all. You will do a quest for each one of these guys. You will do one for the Syndicate. You will do one for, I already forgot the name. Who are the other guys? The Covenant. And you will do one for the Marauders. After you do those 3 quests, you will then be able to join one of the factions. All you have to do is just walk up to the faction that you think is the coolest or you want to fight for, or, you know, I have a thing for fists with wings, you know, like, that's my guild. I'm all about, you know, wings and fists. Yeah. So I'm gonna join, you know, this guy. You're in that guy. Like, that's it. Done. Boom. Ta-da! You're in a faction, and that's it. So you gotta make sure all your buddies, all your friends, everybody else that you want to play with joins this faction. Because otherwise you're going to be just fighting for territory control. And I mean, you can party up with them, you can do a lot of PvE stuff, but the PvP just doesn't happen, doesn't go over well. So there you have it. That is my new player little friendly guide, joining a faction, and hopefully that helps you out. I am Saladin. Check me out on Twitch. Much love, guys. Peace.